Good afternoon and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
Thank you for being with us today. We have such a fun show coming up. We'll get expert tips on how you can protect yourself from home title fraud. We'll hear the story behind a woodworking business in New Bern. Plus, you will find out how to get a fantastic deal when you dine at this amazing E&C restaurant. And that's all coming up soon. Now let's get into what makes this day special.
So today is National Anthem Day.
Ooh!
Yeah, so today recognizes the day in 1931 that the Star-Spangled Banner officially became the national anthem of the United States of America.
Amazing.
So do you know who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner?
Don't ask me.
So it was written by Francis Scott Key.
I do. See, I knew that. I wouldn't have been able to say that name.
Okay.
I learned it in school.
Okay, you knew it, but like not just off the top of your head.
Not Francis, no. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So he wrote the Defense of Fort McHenry, which was the name of the poem that he wrote while witnessing the bombardment of Fort McHenry from aboard a British warship.
Gotcha.
So he was negotiating the release of American prisoners. They said, actually, we're not going to let you guys leave the boat. You guys are going to sit here and watch us bomb your fort in Baltimore.
Oh.
So he sat there just watching Fort McHenry in Baltimore get bombed all night, and after about 1,500 explosions, he was like, it's the sun's gonna come up and we're gonna see a British flag over Fort McHenry. Wow. And then the sun came up, and then through the fog, there was the American flag waving over the fort. And so that was when he wrote Star Spangled Banner. Okay. So that's why there's like bombs and rockets and stuff in the anthem. But then it was put to the tune of To Anacreon in Heaven, which was an English drinking song, actually. They put the words of the poem to the tune of that song, and then that became the Star Spangled Banner, which then became our national anthem in 1931.
1931.
Yes,
wow.
It was kind of unofficially the national anthem before then, along with like My Country 'Tis of Thee and America the Beautiful were kind of unofficial anthems until they officially made it the Star Spangled Banner.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that really interesting?
That is interesting.
I didn't realize it wasn't the anthem until 1931. Like, that's not even 100 years.
Yeah, that's not long ago. I was like, 1931, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Very cool.
Isn't
Happy
that?
National Anthem Day.
Yeah.
And it's also National I Want You to Be Happy Day.
Ooh.
What a cute day that is.
Yeah.
And this just gives us the opportunity to brighten someone's day through simple acts, however you choose. And you can just be selfless today, be kind, compliment others, give back. It's all about that. And numerous studies have shown that one key factor to maintaining our own happiness is to do something for somebody else and make them happy.
That's nice.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I feel great when I help others and give back. It's a good feeling.
Exactly.
And so this is also called like helper's high. So it's like when you're in a feeling of like well-being that comes from doing something kind. It's called helper's high. I didn't know it was called helper's high.
I didn't know that was like a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so that's what it is today. However you choose to make someone happy, today is the day.
Wow.
Yes.
So do something, and see, that's like one thing people always complain about, like once you grow up, people like don't want to like help someone move.
Yeah.
That's like the big thing. Like, don't ask me to help you move. I love doing that.
Yeah, but yeah,
Like,
it's
I love
fun.
having people move.
It's not, yeah. I think that's great.
And it's nice, and it makes something easier for them.
For sure, because moving is pain.
Yeah. And then making that like
Yeah.
really difficult thing easier for someone else makes
Exactly.
me feel good, because I'm like, oh,
I just help them out like a lot.
now they're happier because of something I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. So awesome. 2 great days.
Yeah.
And so now it's time for our E&C event. You can catch the ECU Symphonic Wind Ensemble alongside the Havelock High School Wind Ensemble tonight at the Wright Auditorium from 6:30 p.m. to 8. And this is a free event. And there will also be a live stream available on YouTube tonight. So for more information, head to ECU's Wright Auditorium page. Well, that'll be fun to listen to different blends of music.
So it's Havelock High School and then the ECU.
Ensemble. Both of their ensembles are coming together to perform.
And you know, I saw something the other day. Havelock High School's band is like one of the best in the state.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
So their wind ensemble must be really good.
Yeah, that would be good to just check out for sure.
Yeah.
Coming up, we'll be talking about an important topic, protecting yourself from home title theft and deed fraud. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it. Hey everyone, I'm your host, Davia. Home title theft and deed fraud are a growing epidemic within the U.S. Properties are being stolen and used for their equity. Even if a county recorder knows a document is fake, the county is legally required to record it. Between the gaps in our legal system and the expansion of the internet and public record availability, these crimes are getting easier and easier to commit. Since victims generally don't know about it until it's too late, they're left with a legal, financial, and emotional nightmare to unwind. Today, we are joined virtually by Art Fitzenmayer, a former FBI Supervisory Special Agent and Senior Advisor at Home Title Lock. Art will be unpacking this epidemic and share tips on how to navigate it. Art, thank you so much for joining us virtually today.
Thank you for having me. I always enjoy an opportunity to talk about Home Title Lock.
So what is this crime the FBI calls house stealing, and why is it such a growing problem?
The bad guys need to get their hands on your title so that they can change the name. Now, your title is a record of ownership of the property, and right now it has your name on it, I hope. And if that's the case, they can get it from the county recorder's office. Now, that's a public document. So if you're looking to get a document like that, it's public, you can get it anytime. Now in the digital age, sometimes you don't even have to leave your basement or your jail cell, quite frankly, to get a copy of the document. And once you get a copy of the document, it's very simple these days to change the name on the document from your name to their name, probably a false identity, quite frankly. At that point, when they file it, they're the new owner of your house. And again, they aren't after the house, but they will go out and take out loans using your equity as collateral on those loans. We have a restoration unit. These are people, I just call them platinum people. We do this all the time, every day of the week, and they really know what they're doing. They will walk you through this and do what it takes to help you get your title back in your name. And we do it better than anybody else, quite frankly. We have a program called the $1 Million Triple Lock Protection. We'll spend up to $1 million of our money to help you get your home back.
So what happens to homeowners when they discover they've been targeted, and how devastating can this be?
People, they're sitting there fat, dumb, and happy thinking, I got this beautiful home and I got all this equity, and somebody knocks on the door and says, you owe a $400,000 mortgage that you haven't paid on, and we're going to take you to court and get the authority by the judge to foreclose on your house and sell it so we get our money back. And that's a nightmare you don't want to live through. It's just unbearable. Legally, financially, and of course emotionally, it'll tear you up for years. And even when you are done and you think you won, it's going to be expensive because you're going to pay $40,000, $50,000 in attorney's fees.
Those are some great tips. And I believe you have a special offer for our viewers today.
Go to HometitleLock.com right now. And when you fill it out, in the end, it'll ask you if you have a coupon and say Art 30, you'll get 30% off. That's the annual is like $199. I say $200 and I get the raised eyebrow by our marketing people, but it's like 55 cents a day, quite frankly. But that alone is an incentive to do it right now.
Home Title Lock is such a great service to help protect any homeowners from title fraud. Be sure to head to HometitleLock.com for more information, and stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle. It's time for the moment of Zen. Use this time to calm your mind, whether that's by taking a few deep breaths or meditating. Let go of any distractions or stress and focus on the present. Use this time to relax and find peace.
Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, meet a unique local craftsman who can take beloved handwritten recipes and letters from paper to plank. I'm here with Jerry from Rising River. Welcome, Jerry. How are you today?
Great. This is fun.
Awesome. So tell me, what is Rising River?
Rising River is the name we gave the small company we're doing just to make things that had happened because of Florence. When Florence came, I have an elevated home, and my shop is under the home, and it got wiped out at Florence. Yeah, I called my neighbor and said, how's things going? He said, no, it's all gone. I said, no, the stuff I put up in the air. He goes, no, the room is gone. I went, oh. So because it's tools, you don't buy tools twice. So when I went to get them, I got stuff that could do this, and I didn't know it even existed. That's how it started. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so Rising River came basically from Florence.
Yeah. So what is your business?
Well, I like to make things. I spent my whole career selling it on the road and never doing anything substantial as far as physically or whatever. And my dad was a master carpenter. So we always had those kind of things around the house. So I started doing what they call a CNC machine I started using, which is 3D woodworking. I thought I'd play with that. I'd never done it before. It was kind of fun. And then I found out that they had these lasers, so I got one that went on my CNC, and I started doing recipes because I could make my computer do that. So if some sister has got that pile of all the recipes, then we take them and we try to get from that to that. This one here, I was given this recipe here, and it was any good recipe really looks tough. It's written by somebody who, for the most part, may not be around any longer. So we get it. We spend most of the time. My son taught Adobe Illustrator at college, so he tried to teach me how to repair the recipe. A lot of these were done in fountain pen or whatever. So once we have it repaired, so the computer can recognize it, then we have it tooled, and we send it to the laser to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, and the laser's cool too. It actually, our laser, we did this by accident, but now we do it on purpose, follows the handwriting. If you've seen a laser online, they kind of go back and forth on laser. Ours does not. Ours follows the writing, so it comes nice and deep and very clear. So it's kind of cool.
And how did you get an idea to start doing this?
I knew you were going to ask that. I'm trying to remember how I did. I was using the CNC machine, making different 3D things or whatever. And when I got that little laser in, and the little laser, the first one I got was not very powerful, but it could do this a little bit. And I thought maybe I could do it and follow writing. So we had a couple recipes of my wife's grandmother, an apple pie recipe. We said, let's see if we can do it, and it did. So it wasn't super dark like this, because it wasn't that strong, but it came out cool. So we said that'd be a cool thing to do. So we started doing them, and I joined the farmer's market in New Bern. So that's what we started doing. We started cutting the boards and lasering them. So that's kind of how we got into it, but I don't remember specifically what made me start to do recipes.
Is there anything you make aside from this?
Yeah, I do a few things. We bought a knife, a bread knife in Florida. It was an amazing knife. I could not believe how well it cut. So I did some research on it, found out where these things came from and why I haven't seen it until now. They're actually from Appalachia. They're called Appalachian bow knives. People used to take saplings of a tree and put a thin blade on it so it held it really tight like a bowstring. It was just cool. So we did that. We do the 3D maps. Somebody gave me a map of Nantucket back when we used to live up in that neck of the woods. And it was cool. It was like a 3D map of all the wood. And I wanted to get one in New Bern because I live in the water and the Neuse River's right here and all that kind of fun stuff. And no one made one. So I said, we made it.
Where can they get in contact with you?
Contact with me is at the New Bern Farmers Market. I'm there pretty much every Saturday. And also some of my stuff is in the store in Middle Street and anchored in New Bern, the store there as well. But if you get a card there, that's usually where these come from.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And if you're interested in ordering any of Jerry's work, be sure to contact them or find him at the New Bern Farmers Market.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that you can use dryer sheets to clean your baseboards? Just wipe a dryer sheet along your baseboard to pick up dust and dirt. The sheet's fabric softener is supposed to help repel dust and keep them cleaner longer. Didn't know that.
That's so cool.
That's really cool. Makes sense.
And baseboards are something I've never thought of like cleaning specifically.
Same.
You know?
Yeah.
But they do get
matters.
like dirtier than the wall. Because they're like up against the wall.
They're up against the wall. They're at the bottom where we're
Yeah,
walking all the time.
yeah.
And so I like cleaning it. It's satisfying to clean it though.
Yeah.
It really is.
And see,
Yeah.
I don't think I've lived somewhere with baseboards, except my parents' house,
Gotcha.
which my mom cleaned. Okay, so dryer sheets to clean the baseboards.
Yes, check it out. Do it.
I will take note of that.
So up next is an opportunity to get great savings at one of the best ENC restaurants. But before that, let's get into Women's History Month Monday trivia. So which North Carolina woman organized one of the first political actions taken by women? Is it A, Margaret Pearson, B, Penelope Barker, C, Ann Hall, or D, Elizabeth Johnston? We'll have the answer right after the break. All right, we are back. So if you chose B, Penelope Barker, you are correct. She is believed to be the initiator of the Edenton Tea Party Resolves, where 51 women signed a document stating they wouldn't drink English tea or wear English linens to protest English rule. The Penelope Barker House is still standing today in Edenton.
The following segment is sponsored by Philly Guy Subs.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Philly Guy Subs in Jacksonville. You guys make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25, because these will sell out fast. So today we are here with the owner of Philly Guy Subs, Chef James. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thanks for coming out.
Of course, these look delicious in front of us. So let's start with this one. Tell us what we have.
That's our Italian hoagie. It's probably one of the most popular sandwiches that we have. There's 3 different types of meat on there. There's hot capicola, there's salami, and there's ham. That hoagie comes with, and of course we call them hoagies from Philadelphia. It comes with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, and banana peppers.
Awesome. Okay. Now tell us about this Philly.
Well, the Philly cheesesteak is a little different. We brought a different concept to Jacksonville. We roast our steak meat, so it's tender, it's juicy, it has flavor, unlike anything that you would normally get from a traditional cheesesteak, which is made on the flat grill. You know, of course, the meat's dried out. So we also take real American cheese and we melt it down into a sauce form. Our rolls are ordered from Philadelphia. I get them in probably once or twice a week. Amorosos, they're authentic for Philadelphia. So it's a great tasting sandwich.
Yeah, they look amazing. Now, when it comes to the rolls, what is the variety that people can get? Is it white only? Is it wheat?
Well, I'm sure you could probably get wheat, but white is probably the most popular. Amoroso has been a Philadelphia roll company probably for over 60 years. If you go to Philadelphia, any cheese place you go to will have Amoroso rolls.
Awesome. Now, can people get sides with your sandwiches?
Sure, we have seasoned fries. We do our fries in the oven, so there's nothing comes out of here with any grease. So our fries are pre-seasoned and we bake them in the oven. We also offer a cheddar cheese sauce to go over them, so you can get them with cheese or without. It's real cheddar that we melt down the same way that we do the American cheese, and we pour them over top of the fries.
Oh, that sounds great. I love cheese.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Awesome. So tell us your hours.
Tuesday through Friday, we are open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturday, we're open from 11 to 5, and we're closed Sunday and Monday.
Okay, where can people find out more?
Well, we have a Facebook page. You can go on Facebook. Anytime you go on Facebook, if you see a video, it's going to be exactly what you get when you open your sandwich. So what you see is what you get.
Awesome.
I put all my food on there so people have an idea of what to expect.
What are your specials here?
Well, I try to bring a little bit of Philadelphia down here every once in a while. So normally I'll make soup from scratch. I've made vegetable soup, made a potato soup, French onion, broccoli and cheese. I've done a meatball grinder, chicken cheesesteak. Matter of fact, it's our special this week. I've done a buffalo chicken cheesesteak. So things that I've done a pizza steak as well. So anything that they serve in Philadelphia, I try to incorporate on some of our specials that we have throughout the week.
And you guys be sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast.
The previous segment is sponsored by Philly Guy Subs.
It's time for What's in the Box. Both of us will stick our hand through the side of this box and guess what's inside.
Are you ready?
I am. Let's see. Ooh, it's fuzzy.
It's a plushie.
It is.
What's it? Is it R2? Is it R2D2?
Who? R2D2?
R2D2!
I don't know what
He's got
that
his
is.
little sounds.
Is that Star Wars?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't know. Thank you so much for being with us today. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by Home Title Lock, Rising River, and Philly Guy Subs.